I used to be a massive hard ass. Like, I used to critique music super hard. Like, oh man, if it's not this, 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 and it's not completely original and it's not a complex composition, it sucks. Like, pop is bad and rap is bad because I don't like it. Like, I used to have such rigid opinions like that. And as you might imagine, that made me very fun at parties. People loved talking to me about their interests because I totally wouldn't shut them down. But I don't know when it happened. It's not really as I got older, but I just like things that I know are bad. Like Miraculous Ladybug. That show sucks. But the romance is so good, so I'm invested. Miraculous Ladybug sucks. Would not recommend. 4 out of 10. But that's besides the point. At some point, I just kind of learned that there was a time for critical analysis, and there is a time for just enjoying being alive. Like, I always knew that, like, I can't critically analyze something and have a good time at the same time. Like, if I'm playing a video game and I have a good time, I'm not I'm not examining it and I'm not like, oh, dude, look at the placement of this box and this box. The level design is impeccable. I'm just enjoying myself. Like, sure, I'll notice these things, but I'll go like, oh, that's so nice. Just keep having a great time. Because if you get stuck in analyzing and overanalyzing and trying to validate your own opinion, I guess, you just cut yourself off. Like, I have trouble looking for new things a lot because I'm so stuck in my ways. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this. I suppose I'll give you an example. Like, do you know anything about the Star Wars prequels? So, the sequel movies, that is, the one with Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, they're universally acclaimed as being classics, untouchable masterpieces. And the prequels, the one with Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan, are, not as good. And if I were to critically analyze the prequels every time I watch them, and I watch them a lot, I would be miserable. It'd be a terrible time because the prequels really do suck. But if I just like abandon myself to all the silly writing and the stupid memes, I hate sand. It's coarse and it's dirty and it gets everywhere. I have such a good time. Bad things can be fun. And on the flip side, if I were to read a book and someone asked me if they wanted me to recommend it to them, I'd have to think really hard. Like, I'd have to really analyze it because I have to take into account not only the quality of the book, I think overall, I would also have to take into account the person's taste that I'm recommending it to, whether or not I would have to amend certain ideas or tailor my language in any way. Like, there's a time and a place for both. And it's important to enjoy them as they are, you know? You laugh at the stupid, this is where the fun starts, and you think really hard about whether or not you really, really, really like Miraculous Ladybug. I don't. I do not.